So I'm finna get into this um cloning thing. I just seen a video um about celebrities being cloned. I just seen one, this particular one with Lisa Left Eye. And it's shit crazy. What's the artist name that they said she was well, y'all could just look it up because I don't, you know what I'm saying, but this shit crazy, like how like my observation um of like how sex, people who have relationships with people, like I used to see this shit with Brother Polite and one of his wives. Not like, now I know this a name, you know what I'm saying? Like I really, but we just talking about the observation, how I observe people start to look alike, like they sexual partner. The person they having sex with a lot, they start to actually look like that person, bro. That shit. And it'd be like, I used to notice this shit back then. Like, I'm like, damn, they starting to look alike. It's like, was they already looking alike? And then I'm seeing, I look and just keep observing. I'll be like, nah, that shit, that's how powerful energy is. And I never heard about like people talk about this shit. Even some of the intelligent people, I never heard them, you know what I'm saying, talk about it like that neither. Like you will still have your same look, but it be more so the woman start to look like the man they sleeping with, less so than the man looking like the woman. And I observed this shit like, and I'm like, man, this shit crazy. Like even I started seeing myself in the last girl I was with because we was like in tune with each other and even my 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 other ex from years ago. She started resembling me. I started seeing myself in her. And I'm like, bro, and I used to be thinking I'd be tripping and shit, but it's just years later, and I'm just observing other people who who have long relationships with each other. I be seeing it in videos with the couples be doing um the skits and shit, and I be like, bro, they look alike. I be like, but I'm already hip to this shit. But I'm looking at people who talk about the clones with the celebrities and shit. So it's like, I feel like it might be real because they've been doing this cloning shit since they started practicing this shit, as far as they go back to the 1950s and the 1960s. Like they've been talking about this for a minute. Like, I mean, doing it, not talking, doing it. Experimenting with animals like frogs and I guess like, I mean, no, we've been seeing this shit. Like we've been seeing like the outcome year, like back in 2008, we used to see weird ass animals come out of nowhere and people would be recording and making videos. But I feel like shit, that shit could have been set up like that. Like, but you never know. How does government work? We don't even know. Like, but this the thing where us is like have also lookalikes. Like, let me tell y'all this story. Like, shout out to Jerome. This was his brother named Jerome. Like, when we was at Northern, we used to we used to get like shit like, y'all, man, like y'all looking like, bro, y'all look like brothers. Y'all could be especially from a couple females and shit. And it's crazy. The first job I worked at McDonald's, this girl that used to go to Northern with me, she started working there too. She'd be like, oh, look at Where your brother at? She used to be always, but we end up getting cool. We used to be looking at each other like, man, I don't look like this nigga. I don't look like this ninja. You know what I'm saying? But then we end up getting cool. And what's crazy with this, we both had prescription glasses. You know what I'm saying? Like they, because people pointed that out. We didn't see that. They like, ain't y'all got prescription? Ain't y'all got glasses, bro? Y'all look just alike. And I probably, I didn't see myself in doing it. He ain't out shit. But I guess it's just like people can see what we can't see. Like I might tell that to a person and be like, man, your girlfriend look just like you, bro. I know y'all ain't brothers, but y'all look just alike. But if I come through with the knowledge, they probably get it. But from just saying that shit, it'd be like, that's because they've been together so long. You know, it's not just with sex, but it's the relationship, the boundaries of the relationships. And it maybe is the sex, because if you just having a 1 minute, 2 minute with your, like, eventually she gonna leave, bro, or cheat while you still there. But the ones who look just alike, that's because, you know, like, not on no childish shit, but the sex is powerful and it's the energy is like cloning. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I ain't even looked this shit up. I'm gonna have to look this shit up to see how, like, what's good. What up? What's up, Kayla? I'm gonna have to look this shit up. I can't read the other name. JB JLK. But I'm gonna have to look that up to see if, like, I'm gonna look up Chat GPT. I will go. Actually, I will turn my internet on. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do it while I'm talking. But we got like hella celebrities that been cloned, and then like even Tupac. Like this was the first time, like, I even started believing in this shit when they said Tupac got cloned. First, I'm like, nah, he already done either did his thing, 1, 2, dipped off, got banged and shit, and left. Cause even in the video, Heaven Got a Ghetto, in that video, he was on a helicopter. And they said a helicopter, one of the newscasts in Las Vegas said a helicopter came down. Now, like, I don't know if they had that shit set up and pre set up. Did he make it through the gunshots, through that assassination? Did he make it through there? Cause in another news station, like, we were studying this shit back then, everybody was studying this shit. Like, and the shit crazy, like, it was another newscast that said, like, he got took in the ambulance. So it's like, and what's crazy, they said it wasn't no police in sight, like that, like, and that's Las Vegas, like, during a main event especially. So they said that shit was suspicious off rip. But, you know, if you listen to Casanova the Don, I had a song or talked about him, like, how he, like, is Tupac, or he uses his voice. Casanova is his own man. Like, that's a real dude. Like, I'm following him on Instagram and everything. And he was out back in the day. But it's like a back voice for the actual Tupac. And on the lyrics of this song called Mystery, he was like, he said he seen somebody that he was like, look just like me, but I know it ain't me. Basically clone and shit, right? So, what up, Brian? Love you too, Kayla. Um, he basically was saying he got cloned, and he said, like, he was tied to a back of a truck. Now, like, I don't know how these lyrics came upon, but this sounded just like Tupac. Casting Over the Dawn song called Mystery. And it's like 3 parts, 3 different songs. Um, but DNA is that powerful, because even you can see people have biological, like, I done went to school with like probably like 3 sets, 3 different, I done met 3, no, 4, but 3 of them was like I really went to school with. Twin set of girls, I think the other girls, they was twins. I don't think I went to school with them, but I went to okay, I was in middle school, it was a twin set. Um, I think they name was Jonathan and Joshua, and they was like heavily like raised up Christian, so they even gave me a little small Bible, one of them. And they had heads like they heads was like they foreheads was like cone shape, but I didn't even realize how like I ain't never roast them and shit. And plus like they was like since they was twins, nobody ever really ever picked on them, but the shape of their heads was just different too. But they was, you know what I'm saying? Um, but it was another set of twins named Eric Green and I forgot the other brother name. You can kind of see the difference, but they were still like twins, like born out the, you know what I'm saying, the same day or some shit. Or born, you know what I'm saying, twins out the womb. Then I went to school with another twins. They was these was the girls, and I think they was in middle school or was they in high school? But these is a twin set of girls too. And I think I seen one like probably like last time like a couple years ago, but I feel like when it comes to the celebrities and stuff, I feel like that shit is possible and they could be faking. They signed a contract to fake their death and move out of the country. That could be possible because I done heard that shit before too, where a celebrity can, or even a regular person can fake their death, fake their identity. I mean, fake their death, kill their death. I mean, kill their death, kill they person. They person is no longer existing, and they come up with a new identity. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a bunch of stuff that like do go on. Like with Lisa Left Eye is crazy because she met Dr. Sebi. This is the crazy part about this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And when I first was just seeing this shit again, and I'm like, it's clones that shit exists. But it's like with the celebrities, it's kind of like damn, they really be fooling people like that. Like if these people really got cloned, and like even Kobe Bryant, like it's an actual person that playing basketball that look just like him and shit. I forgot the dude's name, but y'all go have to go to what's his channel? Damn, I forgot his channel name. He like be funny with this shit. Uh, I forgot his name, but I'm trying to think of his name. But and I'm looking at this shit. I'm like, man, this shit crazy. Like this shit crazy. How like they can actually fool people. You know what I'm saying? Like fool us and shit. Like thinking like this shit like actual deaths and because the part about that shit go back to the Simpsons where Kobe actually died on a plane in the Simpsons episode years ago. Like the shit was already set up, preordained for that shit to happen years later and shit. Maybe like man, I don't know what type of witchcraft magic that be going on. It should be like over the top, like cause the shit go over your head, you won't even catch the shit. And you can see people will show the videos all on social media, but it's like damn, like, but we also can come back or be in the same dimension, same, you know what I'm saying? Like me and Jerome, like we ain't blood brothers, we ain't got the same mothers, but we everybody was like, man, y'all look just alike. And it was another brother like probably like this was probably like 2017, like everybody used to be like, man, I thought I seen you walking around. And I think this dude shot himself and shit. Like he was on the run or some shit. It was like 2017, 16. But everybody was like, man, that look like nigga. I thought that was you. I'm like, nah, that ain't me. Then I end up meeting this dude before he shot himself and shit. I don't know what happened to him after that. You know, if he moved or some shit, went to jail or something. But um, we got lookalikes. Like we got even like here in America, people can look like you in a whole nother country and on the continent of Africa. And Africa is a big continent. Even the UK, probably even Canada, probably even Australia. This is I don't know. I can't like really explain how like because we got different variety of humans, especially with black people. Like we got a variety of different shades of skin, shades of like and because with like white people it's different too. It's a lot of them like Chinese, but you can tell like who belong to who, right? We can tell who belong to who. Even like the animal kingdom, like lions look just like lions and lioness look just like lioness, but in their body, they're in their mind, they can tell, you know what I'm saying? They can tell like who, you know what I'm saying? The difference basically, like probably I don't know, the smell, they nature, just their nature. So how we probably look at them as the same, they don't look as they self the same. Although they know who they are as far as like by nature, but I don't know. This shit just like it's just interesting how like this shit like the thoughts of you looking like somebody or you know somebody look like you out there out here in the world. Oh shit, let me turn this off because I ain't finna look that up. Matter of fact, yes I am. But that's that shit crazy. Like, but I wouldn't doubt it. Like that they clone celebs, bro. Like I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. It's just like what type of world we live in where we go to work on a spinning ball, on a spinning flat, or on a plane of existence with millions of stars, trillions of stars, not millions, not billions, not even trillions, gazillions. Natural energy and on a planet where you got mad scientists playing around with energy and playing around with DNA. The DNA, not just the humans, but the DNA of plants, plant life, but the biology of Earth. And we go to work, we go to a job and get treated like shit, and you have to hold your nuts or for a woman hold yourself. As a man, you hold yourself, you hold your nuts to pay Mr. Bill. Mr. Bill, I don't say pay bills because some people be saying that shit with an ego, like they feel good about Mr. Bill. They feel good about paying Mr. Bill the month who pillage your grannies and shit. And your granddads and the granddads who were sons too. Babies and shit. Like, and now we in the time where we going to these places on this big massive earth. All this shit going on, bro. It's like um so let me look this up real quick. Can hold on, let me put this phone down. But I just like to be thinking on a whole nother level. Not that not that I like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. That's just me. And I ain't the only one. I just seen a video with that with Lisa on Conscious X. That was his channel. I ain't never really watched that channel. I think I fell back off of it because I'm like, man, people do be looking alike, but I wouldn't doubt it. I don't doubt Hollywood, aka Holywood. You know what I'm saying? The magic tree where they used to our people at, where they used to with the rope. You know, Hollywood. Like, man, come on now. It's been the way. Hold on. So let me can sexual intercourse change or make a person look alike? Make make a person look like them. Look like they partner. I'm interested because I've been thinking about this shit, looking this shit up because I seen this shit just by observing for myself. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Not Chat GBC say no, but it say like um people might feel or appear similar over time because of emotional closeness and bonding. Which I said that too. That was part of that. Like, well, I didn't say that, but I that's what I was talking about. Like when I was with the girl I was with just recently for like we it was only like about 5 6 months. But you know what I'm saying? The bond was like, and if we would have kept going, or if I would have stayed with her, because I'm the kind of one dipped off. And then it say lifestyle changes. Yup. Couples look alike phenomenon. Some studies suggest long-term partners may appear to look alike. It ain't see. This is why I don't always rely on technology, this robot shit. But this why, and I never been the type for years to not use Siri's and Alexa because I know that it's the humans that programs these machines and shit, and you can't even ask certain shit with Chat GPT or any of this without it, you know what I'm saying, being blocked and shit, or it ain't gonna have the right answer and shit. It's gonna say something it's conspiracy or was known, or you know what I'm saying. We the intelligent people have to represent ourselves, you know. Use the technology for what it is and what it's made for, but don't let it like just like technology, don't become the clone of technology and be like, oh, ChatGPT said no, so I'm going with no. Nah, man, you got your own mind. Not like when it come to business and using it in the a wise way. Hell yeah, dude, you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? I fucks with Chat GPT like on some creative shit. What up, Derek? But yeah, I didn't want to make this live too long though. I just wanted to mention that uh it's a lot that do goes on in this world, like I said, like or as we see, you know, like we go to these jobs, bro, paying Mr. Bill for natural things that our ancestors already was like not even discovering, just living, like making a like using solar energy to power up lights from wiring and glass to make that glass shielded over sand or wherever how they was making the lamps, I mean the bulbs, the light bulbs, using sand or glass come from sand or something like that. Like I'm actually have to Google that to see how to make a bulb and shit. But they was already doing this, like our people, bro. Like, and I'm not even talking about here in America. I'm talking about in Africa too. Not just in America, but in Africa too. But I gotta give the ones do due diligence in America. But this history is in stone in ancient Egypt. And that's why they started to hate us because of we be claiming our ancestors' work. Whether we was in America, yeah, we've been in America 500,000 years, during the time of the colonization and all this shit. But we got history, mass amounts of history, bro. And then now we in this predicament of going to. I'm finna be about this. I'm working on myself. I ain't gonna say what I'm finna be about of rushing the process and shit. But I know that's just not life just to go to a job, bro, and be paying Mr. Bill, bro. Um, getting ripped off with insurance companies and shit. Like I'm gonna figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying? Cause I really wasn't. This is why I'm be like, man, I'll be good and shit. You know what I'm saying? And there's other shit like trades and shit. Like this is why they, you know, gotta find and seek for this for the working for self. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't want to make this too long because I'm finna get into other shit, so I don't want to get into other shit right now. But it kind of goes around where I say like all this shit goes on, cloning. You know, they got these labs. They even, man, what was that movie? Last little TV series or movie I watched. They was having that cloning shit up in there. It was with Samuel L. Jackson and shit, I think. It was two shows. It was one with Samuel L. Jackson. I don't think it was. I don't think he was in that one, but I forgot. I think it was on Disney and shit. And I don't watch Disney. I ain't know, you know what I'm saying. But I heard like when that show was on Disney, I got a Disney subscription just to watch that shit, bro. I'm like, I gotta watch this shit. And I only got it for that little time. I ain't keep going and shit. But oh no, that was with Samuel L. Jackson because it was some movie, some movie and shit, or a TV series or something. I think it was with him though. I don't know. And this was right around the time they cloned Tyrone either came out or it was after or some shit. I don't know. It was either before or after or around that time. And I ain't never watched that shit, but I know about that shit. Like when people be like, yeah, you need to watch that. Like I'm gonna probably end up watching it though. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's certain hood movies I ain't watching. They be like, man, you ain't black if you ain't seen this. When you start getting into when you start like, I started calculating like the programs and shit. I'm like, bro, I ain't even interested in this shit right now. I'm interested in the learning and shit. So no, I ain't seen every movie, even the conspiracy movie like they clone Tyrone. I ain't seen that shit yet. You know what I'm saying? That's a conspiracy movie. But I'm more in deep in dwelling to like I've been dwelling to already. If I've been knowing this shit, it's like me watching this shit. It probably just piss me off and be like, cause I'm around this shit. We living through it. The souls who ain't cloned. You know, the souls who ain't cloned. But yeah, I'm up out of here. I ain't want to make this too long. Um, I'm gonna be back through. Um, so yeah, I'm up out of here. Peace.